What's going on, DZ?
What up? What
EDL
up?
back for a year. What is this? 2022 preseason video, week one preview. Good to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you on the screen Zoom call with some headset on. How do
Yeah, back from my popular demand.
year 11? Holy shit, year 11. It's been. I got some notes over here. Let me grab 'em. Been a long, good ride. I appreciate everyone being in the league. 11 years, kind of wild to think that it's been going on this long. Wanted to give a shout out to a couple of the owners that have been here the whole freaking ride, the OGs. Man, 8 of us in here. Fucking A. Awesome to have all you guys. And then the new 4. It's been a great time.
It's impressive. 8 years.
Year 11. Let's go back. We got some things we're gonna break down. Week 1. Do some housekeeping. Maybe recap. We're gonna recap some of last year, some other stuff. For I guess housekeeping. Make sure everybody, everything on the site's pretty good. I believe everybody penalties are pretty much caught up. There's probably a couple people dropped in the last day or so that I didn't get there. But everyone's contracts, details. It seems like everything is set in stone. Make sure you submit a lineup. I haven't checked everybody's lineup, but if you haven't done that, you do have to submit a lineup. Make sure you've done your survivor picks, your confidence picks. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right? I don't know. All right, let's look back to last year. DZ, if you will. 2021. Honestly, we gotta talk about Pete for a minute. You know, as we know, our champion of last year. Congratulations once again, Pete. Looking back on last year, we got to the site too, pulled up here. Added some new stuff, as you'll see if you'll scroll around, but I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. We're gonna look at some of the records from last year. Player records, season records. As you see right here, Pete had a 15-2 record last season, which ties the best fantasy season that we've had, and that was his 2018 that he tied 15-2. Scored more fantasy, arguably, possibly the best fantasy season we've seen this ever. Last year he had 6 different weeks where he scored over 300 points. Joined the 300 club 6 times. That bested his 2018 of five times over the 300 club, which bested his previous high of 3. And no other owner in the league has had more than 2 times in one season have they hit the 300 club. Pete did it 6 times last year, did it 5 and 3. So congratulations to him. Had a monster season. Let's see what else. Rupp also had a very nice season last year, as we see, put together a 10-game winning streak. Pretty impressive. Going back to the player records, we see Jonathan Taylor, my guy, Pete's guy, but you know, the Colts, got to represent, tied the second highest point scored ever in the league. Our player records are a little wonky. It doesn't show anything from 2018 previous, but he did tie Peyton Manning when he was on like the Broncos, 7 touchdowns, something like that. Let's see what else I got. Jamar Chase down here. Where is he? He snuck in at 11th. Didn't crack the top 10 all-time list. Last season we had no owner score less than 100 points in a week, so that was impressive. Nobody really stunk it up. That's happened a handful of times. Yeah, I think that's what I got for last year. Last year's notes. And, I thought, a little bit of fun, a little bit of talk. We're giving some of the OGs some love at the beginning, talking about last year. I thought to give some OG fantasy players a little love. And if we look back in the history, I'm going to bring up 4 players, DZ. The only players left from their rookie draft class, so we're going to go back to 2016. Now, what this is the only players left on their 2016 deal with their original owner. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so there's nobody in 2015, nobody in 14 still on it. We have 4 players left. Tyler Boyd was drafted the 9th overall pick in 2016 to Casey, still on that rookie deal. Ezekiel Elliott was the first overall pick in
Oh,
2016. Still on that rookie deal. I know we've all tried to trade him. Casey said no. Still on the rookie deal. Dak Prescott, gotten in the after draft of 2016. Still on the rookie deal. All those guys have 1 year left, contract year, so they'll be gone. And then the only person that has 2 years left, Robbie drafted Jalen Ramsey in the 4th round, 7th pick of 2016. 2 years left on his deal. There's nobody on with a 2015 deal left, and there's nobody with the 2017 deal left that is on their original rookie year with their original owner. Everyone's been traded, dropped, whatever it is. But those 4 guys from 2016 are our OG fantasy players in the league right now.
Man, nice research.
Hey, a little bit of bangers. All right. So let's see. So we got last year, 2021 recapped. So OGs, some love. We are going to break down the weeks, but I want to go into and talk about one of our new guys, DZ, with you. Our newest guy, Zoe. And what I want to look at, maybe get your opinion, maybe a grade, maybe maybe some strategy points on what you would do. But let's take a look at Zoe's team. This is his 2nd year in the league. He's done 2 off seasons with us. First one, there's a learning curve here. So let's take a look at his team. We can look back to last year. Let's just look at his people over here who's following along. We got 2021, 22. This is all anything like this wasn't Zoe. 2020, anything 21 or 22 is Zoe here. So last draft, first round, he took Etienne and Najee Harris. So I guess maybe I should look at the Najee Harris. This year, first round, he had Sky Moore. Looks like actually, this is a trade. He traded for Malik Willis. I want you to, you got it pulled up on here?
I got his roster pulled up, yeah.
Take a look at his roster for me and kind of give you a preemptive look at just all the newer guys. I am going to pull up that trade, the Najee Harris trade, to get your opinion on that, because that's a part of his rebuild. Here's the Malik Willis trade. Right here. So it says Najee Harris. This is the trade. Zoe gave up Najee. Seward gave up Christian McCaffrey, a 2023 first and a 2025 first. Is that right?
I think wasn't there a pick in the trade in the draft that was traded?
Oh, maybe.
I felt like it was a monster haul at the draft, but if it's Christian McCaffrey and 2 firsts,
I gotta be missing something in there. This is a draft day trade. Well, what do you think about that? So you like just in theory, you think that was a good move for Zoe?
It depends. It depends what he does with Christian McCaffrey. Like you can't just sit here and be a homer and hold on to this guy. If you're in rebuild, if you're in rebuild, you at some point got to move on from C-Mac. You got to hope he gets off to a nice start, and then someone ponies up the dough. But I mean, if he hangs on to McCaffrey and just dies with him, then it's tough. I don't really like it as much.
So Etienne and Najee Harris, correct moves last year, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they're not bad, but Javonte was still on the board. But I really do like Etienne a ton.
Flipping Najee Harris, you feel like just that was a good, positive move? 1%, whatever?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. And then his draft picks, what's the best way to look at draft picks? I'm just going to go to a trade. Oops. We're going to... I believe he has 2 picks this year.
He might even have more. I tried to get some first-round picks off him, and he refused to trade them. So at least when you think about that, at least he's going in the right direction as far as if you're going to rebuild, you don't trade those draft picks. Hang on to them suckers.
So he has 2 draft picks and 2 first rounds in 2023, 1 in 2024, and 2 in 2025. What shape do you think Zoe's in? Good shape? Rebuild? Are you still you think he's how would you
So
do his how would you grade his process so far and then going forward? And then we'll
so
wrap that up.
I think it's the start to something similar that Chris Jerome had done. I think Chris Jerome obviously is as this far as executed better, but there's still time. And if you hit those picks, I mean, the next draft supposedly is supposed to be loaded. He's got 2 firsts and he's got 1 second. I mean, yeah. I mean, like he's got to just hit those picks and then it's off to the races at that point.
Would you entertain a Justin Herbert haul for a rebuild, or are you holding on to Herbert forever?
Well, I would love to hang on to Herbert forever, but if someone came at me with like a monster haul, I would definitely be interested.
Not bad. Let me mute this. I think Zoe's done pretty well. Like I say, he's still got plenty of assets, plenty of pieces. He could turn Christian McCaffrey into a ton of draft pick assets. He's still got moves to make. He's definitely not back against the wall. He's just got to make the right shit to get out. But not bad for one of our new guys, rebuilding, wanting to be relevant. And we're gonna go see. Let's go look at the week 1 matchups and let's see if maybe he gets a win this week. So I did put up the game of the week here, as you guys will see. That is new. Also on the side, our game recaps towards the bottom here. There's also week 1 MVP players. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll see after week 1. How about this, DZ, real quick before I get there? So I was doing my Survivor pick last night, and I noticed on the site it has a thing I can put on our site, a tab where it shows the site-wide picks for the Survivor pick. So it shows you like percentage-wise which each team are getting picked for Survivor. Should I put that on the site?
Wait a minute. When does that show up? Like after the game start? Or?
No, before. So I can look at it and see just what the crowd is doing with their Survivor picks.
Is it just our league?
No, it's the site-wide, the whole site.
Yeah, I mean, sure, if you want to put some training wheels on this.
I mean, you can always look. Nah, I don't know. But that's on there. I was kind of whatever. All right, let's look at a week 1 previews. Let's let's rock out. How do I want to find the starting lineups? Maybe this looks nice. All right, I'm just gonna start at the top with my list. Hopefully, ours is the same. But our first matchup we're gonna look at is division. Is everybody division this week? I believe everybody is. We got Seward and Birdman. Is Birdman? Are we on year 5 of the 5-year plan? Is this the year he wins it all? I'm just kidding. This looks like a tight matchup. Already both submitted, so I see both 19 players. So this is potentially starting rosters. We got Seward favored by about 16 points. What's your thoughts on this, DZ?
Man, I feel like these are 2 of the tougher teams we got going in the league here. I'm trying to like just kind of weigh out the rosters here real quick. I've loved Bird's team for quite a while. Like he's loaded at wide receiver, and he's got a couple running backs that can contribute. I think Von Miller at DN is huge, and I think I got rid of Robert Quinn. That sucks because he's a DN now. Yikes! I could use him right now. Man, it's going to be interesting to see what Bird does, but I got Bird in this matchup, but I just want to talk about what's Bird going to do this year. He's got 3 quarterbacks, Nate, and we're not in Superflex yet. What's he going to do?
he maybe he thinks we're in Superflex. Maybe he can't figure out his lineup. He's like, why can't I get him in there?
He's out here trying to hold us all hostage for his quarterbacks. We'll see what happens, though.
It's a 6-year plan now, DZ. 6. So we're going to we're stretching to the Superflex. I got Seward here. I'm a little worried about a couple of these starters. Is Penny the starter this week? Penny's healthy?
Yeah.
Kenny Golladay scares me. Chris Godwin, I know he got a full practice today, so that's good. But I know he's been hurt for a lot of the time. I don't know what kind of production. I'm going to go Seward here in the early matchup, but this should be a pretty tight one each and every time they play. Moving on to our next week, we got the same division we're going. Casey and Edwards here. There's a pretty big point spread. I think what we're looking at as a team. Well, Casey was a Super Bowl contender, right? Second last year, runner up.
Yeah, he backdoored his way into the Super Bowl.
He was. Hey, he still got there, and you're looking at Edwards, who is a rebuild team for the most part. He does have some guys on there that I like, but I think this one's Casey.
Yeah.
Pretty simply enough, we got a lopsided. What's the point spread? Like a real life one, 8,
Uh,
8.5. If we were to
no.
put the NFL,
Oh,
no,
no.
like an NFL. How much? What do you think?
No, this is double digit. This is
Like 11 and a
like
half.
if we had like a survivor for our league, I would pick Casey.
I like it. I like it. All right, let's move on. Our next one's game. Should we save game of the week to last?
Yeah,
All right,
of course.
I'm scrolling on by. Well, let's just go to our division. We're gonna scroll by that one too, since we're looking division by division. We got myself, set it, forget it's a lineup against Robbie. I feel like I got a 30-point lead on here. We got to avoid Lamar Jackson putting up a 40 burger. Potentially Bateman doing well. Some of his receivers kind of scare me a little, but I think I got this in the bag.
I mean, you're going against Twitter Lion, Damian Pierce. Are you not worried about that at all?
Well, I mean,
Nah.
top fantasy scorer probably this year.
I mean, if this game was based off hype, you lose, right? Because he's got Damian Pierce.
That's fair.
Nah, obviously you're gonna take him down here. This is Robbie's still in the middle of a rebuild here, so
I will say I did have a hard time getting. I don't have it. I got a lot of big names, but the depth. I'm starting 4 linebackers this week, so I don't know. I'm probably going to be looking to trade. I don't know. Does Matt Ryan have any value? Probably not. All right, let's move on. We got our next matchup. DZ, Snakes on a Draft against Weekend at Gurley's. This one, you are a favorite by, is that what? I'm not good at math. 30? 30 yourself? How you feel? Confident? 1 out of 10.
yeah, I feel great against Jerome. He's doing it. One thing about Jerome though, man, is he's putting together an awesome team. But I just don't think this year I'm scared of him. Next year, I'd probably be very scared of him. But this year, not so much.
I like your team as well. I'm a little surprised that you only have a 208 on the projection, but we know projections. They only got Javonte for 17, so that's at least half, I know, of what you're expecting out of him.
Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, and my DNs are pretty ass. Like I think one of them's got like under a point projected.
All right, let's move on to our last division. We have here we go with two of the new. We got 4 new guys and 8 OGs. That's how our league's rolling. But we got 2 of the new guys, Matt versus Zoe here. Matt's about a 13 point favorite. Does Zoe start out with a week 1 victory, Dan?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I kind of hope so. I got a couple of Matt's first, but I think that Matt's got a little more talent right here.
I'm gonna pick Zoe here, and I'm gonna tell you why. Week 1, well, for the most part, you can always count on a healthy Christian McCaffrey. If he's gonna get a victory, it's probably with Christian McCaffrey in the lineup before whatever he gets, hurt. Hopefully he's healthy all year, knock on wood, and or whatever it is. I'm going Zoe here. Christian McCaffrey, Herbert. I like it. And then our last and final matchup, a game of the week, and I do have a little interesting note here. Pete and Rupp have never faced each other in week 1 of the EDL in the history. So year 11 is the first time they're going to have to go against each other's rosters out of the preseason. So we never really know exactly what a roster is in that point. But first matchup, Pete only has 17 guys in right now. He still has
And
two
he's
more to add. He is a 15-point favorite. Rupp's got a definitely respectable 235. A strong projection right there. But Pete right now is at 250 with two guys to go. One of them has to be a linebacker, it looks like, 'cause he's only got one. And the other one looks like it can be anybody.
Terry McLaurin, like, yikes. Oh, he'll probably put. He better put Wagner in. Well, I don't know. He's got Devin White. I like Devin White a lot. Jesus Christ, man. Pete's team is fucking loaded. It's disgusting.
Yeah, Pete's team is strong. Definitely, obviously, if we were to do the odds, he'd probably be a negative on Super Bowl favorite.
Absolutely.
But as we know, any given Sunday, and especially in the playoffs, I do think that there is a handful of teams in the league that are a strong enough roster where any given Sunday, it is the EDL playoffs. It's a gauntlet. But week one, right here, Pete looks strong. I'm going to side with Pete, or look at Pete's team here. But anything can happen. You trying to give Rupp any sort of chance?
Oh, no. But, and then the only thing that brings me happiness here is that Rupp's going to start 0-1. But, like, other than that, it's like, fucking A, man. Like, I don't even want to. When do I play Pete? I'm going to schedule a vacation or something.
Bye week.
Go somewhere where there's no Wi-Fi. Fuck this, dude.
That's awesome. All right, well, shit, DZ. That's our week one preview. EDL, we're back. It took the year off last year, but let's see. Hopefully we go strong and make it to week two and beyond going this year. But thanks for joining, DZ. And until next time, the realest Dynasty League out there, EDL. Peace out.
Thanks.